You thought university was just about books, grades, and parties? Think again. Behind those ivy-covered walls lies a history darker than any horror film. Secret experiments, hidden societies, scandals buried under centuries of prestige. This isn't the college tour they told you about. This is the one they tried to erase. Welcome to Midnight Terrors, where spine-chilling tales come to life. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications. You don't want to miss a single story that'll keep you up at night. We're on a mission to grow, and your support is everything. Share these terrifying stories with your friends, family, and anyone who dares to listen. Thanks for being part of the journey. Let's begin. You think you know your university? Think again. Beneath the surface of bustling classrooms and vibrant social scenes, a sinister history awaits. Hidden tunnels, forbidden rituals, unsolved murders, and ghosts of the forgotten. These are not urban legends. These are the untold truths of campuses you thought were safe. Harvard University, the gold standard of academia. But few know of what the janitors whisper about. The Harvard Screamer. In 1927, a theology student named Alan Prescott locked himself in the Widener Library archives, researching forbidden religious texts found in a European monastery. He reportedly stayed in that library for 2 weeks, leaving only to eat and use the bathroom. Then one night, students heard it, a scream. Not just loud, but inhuman, echoing through the campus like a soul being ripped from a body. Campus police found Alan standing completely still in front of the mirror in the library's basement, naked, smiling, and bleeding from his eyes. He never spoke again. He died 3 days later from dehydration, refusing to drink anything. Since then, every April 4th at 3:13 a.m., that same scream is heard by students pulling all-nighters. Some dismiss it. Others, they say they've seen a reflection in the mirror, smiling back when no one else is around. Oxford. Over 900 years of tradition, excellence, and a secret room no one will acknowledge. In 1963, a student named Emily Thorne, studying at Magdalen College, vanished during final exams. Her roommate claimed Emily had been obsessing over a door in the dining hall, one that was never open, sealed with bricks and old iron locks. Emily swore she heard voices behind it, crying, begging. One night, she didn't return to her dorm. Her journal was found beside the sealed door, open to a final chilling entry. "They're singing again, and I can hear my name." She was never found. Weeks later, the college quietly removed the sealed door, replacing it with a bookshelf. But late at night, during exam season, students report seeing a woman in a 1960s skirt and cardigan wandering the hallways, whispering their names. Kyoto University is known for its science and philosophy. But in 1941, before Japan's full entry into World War II, a hidden ritual took place beneath the university. A secret student group, the Truth Seekers, Circle, believed that ancient knowledge from the Heian era was buried beneath the school. They found it, a shrine sealed beneath centuries of earth. They broke it open. What happened next is classified by the university to this day, but unofficial records suggest that 6 students died within a week, their bodies twisted in unnatural shapes, with their eyes missing. The 7th student, Koji Tanaka, survived, but went completely mute. He scribbled one phrase repeatedly in a notebook until his death. The voice beneath Kyoto still speaks. Every few years, students report strange chants coming from the older science buildings. One janitor, cleaning at night, said he heard scratching on the floor, followed by a whisper, "Set us free." UCLA's film school is legendary, but there's one film that no student is allowed to watch. Project Theta. Created by a senior student in 1986 as a horror thesis, it was screened only once. Witnesses say the footage was nothing but static, whispering, and flashes of disturbing images. But when the lights came up, one student was in a catatonic state. 2 others had seizures. The filmmaker? He ran to the top of Bunch Hall and jumped to his death, leaving behind a single note: "I filmed what watches us." To this day, the university denies the film ever existed, but every few years a USB drive labeled Theta shows up in student mailboxes. No one who's opened it has been seen again. And late at night, the sound of static sometimes hums through the campus radio even when it's turned off. In the 1800s, Groote Estate, now part of the University of Cape Town, hosted a wedding for a Dutch governor's daughter. The bride, dressed in white, disappeared just before the ceremony. They found her body days later in a chimney of the main house, burned beyond recognition. The theory? Her dress caught fire from a candle. She fled in panic and tried hiding. Too late. Ever since, students have reported a figure in a burning dress running across the upper campus during storms. Security once tried to chase her, only for the figure to vanish mid-run, leaving behind soot footprints and the smell of burnt fabric. A fire drill in 2003 had to be canceled because 5 students had panic attacks after reportedly seeing a burning woman screaming for help. They all described the same thing, though none of them had ever heard the legend. Stanford has always been at the edge of innovation, so much so it's built atop a secret, a massive underground lab called Project Gnosis. Rumors say that in the late 1950s, Stanford partnered with classified government programs to experiment with human cognition. Students were volunteered for late-night memory tests. Many never came back. One student, Jason Liddell, escaped. He called a local radio station in 1961, frantically saying, "They're opening minds, literally. If you hear the tone, you'll see them too." Then static, then silence. Stanford denies any such facility exists. But students walking near the engineering buildings at night say they hear a deep hum beneath the ground. Some say if you hum along, your ears start to bleed. Campuses are built on dreams, yes, but some are built on something older, something darker. So next time you walk alone after class, pass by that locked door, hear footsteps behind you, see someone in the mirror that isn't you. Ask yourself, do you really know your university? Or are you just another page in a long hidden history waiting to be written in blood? They say knowledge is power, but some knowledge should stay buried.